What's happening, YouTube? What's happening, YTBC? Oh man, I've just been taking a bit of a break, chilling out, relaxing. Just wanted to take a step back from this YouTube thing. I haven't made a video for a while. And, I've been checking out the YTBC, looking at, a few little videos, over on YouTube. So many different, guys who have been, sticking on their grind. And obviously shout out to all those guys who are making videos and, loads of interesting topics that have happened in the last 3 or 4 weeks. A lot of things have happened. Amir Khan's actually decided to come out of hibernation and take out a fight. And he's going to be fighting Canelo. He's going to be fighting Canelo. Yeah, okay, Amir. Yeah. Well done. You actually decided to stick your head out your little rabbit hole. And take on a fight with Canelo. Well, good luck to you, Amir. I mean, if you honestly think you're going to beat Canelo. Anyways, I'm not even going to go there. But I've been seeing Amir Khan making loads of delusional comments as usual about, Floyd Mayweather being scared of him and all that kind of shit. The stupid thing about Amir, the really dumb thing about Amir Khan is that he keeps on saying stuff that really don't make sense. Floyd has been afraid of him. So what does that make him compared to him taking a fight with Kell Brook? If Floyd is afraid of him, then he must be absolutely terrified of Kell Brook. But I know, a lot of people probably try and, legitimize the fact that he's taking a fight with Canelo, so that makes him a kind of real contender, yeah, real warrior. Yeah, fuck out of here with that shit. Let's just hope Canelo doesn't decapitate him. I just hope so that we can actually watch Amir Khan actually go to his destruction. But anyways, I'm sure it'll be an entertaining fight for those 2 rounds. Yeah, I'm sure. Anyways, but Manny Pacquiao has been making comments about fags. It's interesting, really. I think he said fags were worse than animals or something like that. So and there's been this big semi-little uproar about the fact that Manny Pacquiao has said that fags are worse than animals. I kind of find that interesting, really. Not the fact that he's made those comments, because obviously any rational person will say, well, those particular comments were not particularly nice, And, I can concur with that line of thinking. Manny Pacquiao expressed his opinion. Whether we like it or not, that's his opinion, and he's expressed it. But the thing that really I find even more interesting is the fact that, why has Manny Pacquiao all of a sudden decided to make these comments now? I can't understand that. Has something happened to him personally? Has he had a personal, interaction with homosexuals in the past for him to actually formulate this kind of mindset? That's the only thing I can think of. Why is he making these comments now? Something must have happened. It's just such a random thing to actually sort of come out with. Manny Pacquiao, I'm not surprised, because Manny Pacquiao has made these comments before. It's just a lot of you guys haven't actually been paying attention. This is not the first time Manny Pacquiao has said something similar. But he's, as much as I don't like Manny Pacquiao has never been my favorite fighter. Never will. He fights. He's a boxer. Great. He's accomplished a lot for who he is. And as a boxing fan, you have to give him his credit up to a certain point. He's obviously lied and cheated and taken a lot of PEDs to get where he is. And if you don't particularly believe that, that's your problem. But I believe that he's been, taking performance enhancing drugs. I've always believed that for years, in order for him to get to the level he is. But I couldn't understand why all of a sudden he starts to make this particular comments at this particular point in time, this junction. Why did he need to decide to come out with this? And I mean, that's one thing that's one thing that's been bothering me, really. Because, I mean, he can say whatever he wants. I mean, but the things are, it's just a reaction of some of these hypocrites out on YouTube and YTBC. Because if Manny Pacquiao had said this about, a certain race, maybe the African race, or, somebody who, maybe may not be as popular, would people actually have the same sort of reaction just because he called a bunch of fags worse than animals? Would people have that sort of reaction? I'm not really sure. I don't know. I mean, it just seems so hypocritical because, Manny can say that, and a few of you, don't say a lot about it. And the thing that really makes me even more surprised is Nike's reaction. Nike decides to drop him as a sponsor because he called fags worse than animals. And just notice I didn't say the word gay, because the homosexual society have commandeered the word gay, because the word gay means something totally different. It doesn't mean homosexuals. If you actually know the history of the word gay, you would understand what the actual word means. It doesn't mean homosexual. It never has. Fag means homosexual. Queer means homosexual. Gay doesn't mean homosexual. It never did. It's been taken over. But that's a different video. That's why I don't use the word gay, because, gay means something totally different. It did until it was taken over. When it was taken over, you have to look through the annals of history. Not my problem. But I just find it really interesting that, all of a sudden Manny Pacquiao becomes this kind of pariah. Coming to the end of his career, his last fight, there's this sort of movement now to sort of destroy Manny Pacquiao's image. And I kind of find it odd. And it'd be interesting for me, or for somebody to actually sort of point out exactly why that is. Why all of a sudden Manny Pacquiao has decided to be this poster boy of hate for the gay, not gay, for the homosexual society. Just because he pointed out an opinion, whether we like it or not, that's his opinion. I don't agree with it, because I don't have any association with homosexuality. But he's made his comments, and it would be more right if Manny Pacquiao actually tried to explain why he would decide to make those particular comments the way he chose to make them. Why? So I just find it really hypocritical that a lot of people are getting on Manny Pacquiao's back. I think you're a bunch of hypocrites, because if this was when people make all these horrible comments about race and use race as some kind of an excuse to sort of devalue someone's humanity, none of you actually, or a few of you, don't actually say anything. I mean, a few people would say something, and then you start bashing them as well. But Manny Pacquiao says, fags are worse than animals, and then everybody or certain people sort of get all offended about it. Why? Anyways, that's my thoughts.